Alright, well, today we are going to go over a problem that you might come across on a test. And let's just get right to it. So it says, which two equations could be used as the first two steps to solve 34 times 6? So we have 34 plus 6 and 30 times 6, 4 times 6, and 30 times 4, 6 times 3, and 6 times 30, 6 times 4, and 30 times 6. So, we've been going over 3 different ways to do multiplication. So the first is standard algorithm, right? So 4 times 6 is 24. Carry the 2. 6 times 3 is 18. Plus 2 is 20. So the answer is 204. But they're not asking you what the answer is. They're not saying what is 34 times 6. They're saying which two equations could be used as the first two steps to solve 34 times 6. And this, I believe, is talking about the associative property, which means that 6 times 4 and 6 times 30, or 6 times 4 plus 6 times 30 is equal to 6 times 34. Now, what we can do with 34, the other two methods that we use are involve breaking 34 into expanded form. So it's 30 and then plus 4, and then we multiply 6 by each of these. So it would be 30 times 6 and then plus 4 times 6. Now, the other method that we've been using is the area method, and it's actually the same exact thing as the partial products, but it's just set up differently. You end up doing 6 times 30 and then 6 times 4. So it's the same thing. Just to be clear, this is 180, 24. For 6 times 4, you add these up, and it gives you 8 plus 2 is 0, carry the 1, and it gives you 204. So, the first two steps, it looks like, when there are two equations like this, it is talking about partial products. Okay? So, now all we need to do is find whichever one is 30 times 6 plus 4 times 6. Now, is that on here? Not exactly. So we have 34 plus 6 and 30 times 6. We know that's not it because this is a plus. 4 times 6 and 30 times 4. Well, they have the 4 times 6, but this 30 should not be times 4. It should be times 6. So that doesn't work. 6 times 3 and 6 times 30. So that would be if we were multiplying by 33 instead of 34, right? So it should be 6 times 4. And then let's see, what is this one? 6 times 4 and 30 times 6. Now, we do have the 30 times 6, right? But then this one says 6 times 4 instead of 4 times 6. And in multiplication, just like addition, with the commutative property, doesn't matter what order they're in. So, the answer is D. Even though we wrote it as 4 times 6, 6 times 4 is exactly the same. So the answer would be D. Hopefully that is helpful.